Hello everyone and welcome to this interesting episode of Philetic Talks, and this one I'm going over Warhammer Online, the Warth of Heroes, and this is the beta. This is a game that I joined the beta for a while ago. I used to play Warhammer Online, the MMO, and it was an interesting one. I really enjoyed that game. I played a Dwarven Engineer, and obviously there's going to be an Engineer class in Guild Wars 2, so it's quite an interesting one. I just wanted to go over this game because it has an interesting aspect to it that we are quite familiar with. Sort of just realised it's going to take a while to get a game. Oh no, it's not. But I am doing this live, so I do like to do my games live. It provides a bit more entertainment. But yeah, you can only have 5 skills in this game. You choose from a select number of heroes, and each heroes were usually the classes in the game. So for example, we got the Orc, which is also a chopper or a tank, I think, or some sort of thing like that. And obviously you have your 5 skills set down here. You have a warrior priest, who's like the healer, engineer, Skaven. I never played the Skaven, so I'm not sure what he is, but he's sort of like a assassin. You have your ranger, your dark elf, another assassin type, a dryad, and all these different ones. But for now I'm going to be playing this one because I was playing him yesterday, so I sort of know a little bit about him already. But as you can see down here, you have your 5 skills. And as we know in the game that I cover on my channel, which is Guild Wars 2, and that one you're also going to have 5 set skills. The difference is that your second 5 skills, because you're allowed a 10 slot skill bar, so instead of the 5 down here, it would be a 10. Is that you can choose the last 5 skills. You can pick and select different ones from, I think it's hundreds of different types of skills for each player. What team am I? I'm green. So it's just quite an interesting aspect of how the combat is going to work with just having 5 skills to choose from. And obviously in this as well, if you're ranged, you can move freely. You don't have to stand and cast in a single place. So I thought I'll cover this game simply because it's going to be interesting seeing how the game's going to work. Okay, so there's someone there. So for example, I press 3 to go behind him, I press 2 to do damage from going behind him, and then 5 is kind of like an ultimate skill. And there we go, but that was a 5-on-1, so, or 4-on-1. So yeah, so it's just going to be interesting watching me play this. And obviously I am going to cover this game because I am in a beta and I don't want to focus on another similar combat style game, because it's a bit unfair for Warhammer if I'm bigging up Guild Wars 2 while I'm playing this. But it's just going to be interesting because it's the same sort of idea of skills and the way combat's going to work, and I've got the same sort of scenario. And this is the way I think games are going nowadays. I think rather than having like hundreds and hundreds of skills to choose from, and you have like bars all the way down your bottom, all the way up the side of your screen, it's just all over the place. I think they're simplifying it. So so now I can press 4. Well, I could have pressed 4. I think it's the icon back. 4 to go invisible. He's actually knocked me out there, but the only thing I don't like about this game so far is, as we also know in Guild Wars 2, you have a self-heal. And that idea is so that you don't have to rely on having healers all the time around you, and you can heal yourself up. And I think if this game had that, it would be so much better, because a lot of the time I could be running around here. Say, for example, we have got these 2 bottom flags, but if I flanked around to get the blue flag, and I saw one person there, I could have a one-on-one with him. I could kill him, but I could have 10% health left. And with that 10% health, I can't really heal myself up. Like I say, I've only been playing this for probably about an hour gameplay max, so there might be a way somehow around the map to heal yourself. There might be like orbs you can get or something that heal yourself up. I'm not too sure, but also you move extremely slow while you're in stealth, which is insane. But yeah, just to be able to heal yourself up would be a lot easier, because with 10% health left, I mean, you're not going to be that useful in your next fight, and it would be nice if it was useful. So I'm going to use my ultimate here. calling it an ultimate, I'm not sure what it's actually known as, but 5 for all heroes seems to be your big skill that you can use. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Like I say, these guys are standing still. It's probably because they're used to having to stand still whilst casting, but I'm pretty sure that you can cast while moving. Like I say, when I next die I can choose a different hero. You can change your heroes on the fly, which is a very interesting mechanic. So for example, if none of us are rolling healer, which I don't think any of us are at the moment, that woman there, Cypress, might be a healer, I'm not too sure. But here I am going to go stealth, to go in here. And as you can see, like if I could go stealth a bit, I think the movement speed needs to be a bit quicker, because I wanted to go stealth out there so they didn't notice I went stealth, but like I said, I've missed out on most of the action here, so it would be very beneficial to be able to go stealth a lot quicker. I forgot this guy's got a speed boost, and I haven't got my teleport at the moment, so my 5 was completely wasted there. Yep, a lot of classes. I think 4, it's generally like 5's your ultimate, 4 is your defensive spell, and then 1, 2 and 3 are generally damaging spells, and you're supposed to use 1, 2 and 3 in the sort of correct order to initiate full damage. For example, I'm dead now, so yeah, I can choose now a different hero, and I can choose from all of these. Obviously there's still 4 to come, it looks like. And you can have different loadouts, maybe from more heroes that are going to get added. But at the moment I would choose the engineer and respawn, just to see if we can cast and move at the same time, and to see what that's all about in general. And it's quite interesting playing this game. I would definitely recommend to sign up to the beta. It's just, I signed up to it simply because I thought, I generally thought this was going to be like a Dota style. I never really looked at the video, and I sort of forgot about it a little bit. Oh, here we go. So yeah, so here I should really like set. Oh, I'm not actually going to engage there because I have no backup. He's a stealth character, but it's a bit silly just running there by yourself. It's very team orientated. But what was I going to say? Yeah, you have to sort of set up your turret, and then your turret, my number 2, fires bullets from my turret. So an engineer does really evolve around your turret, as it was in normal Warhammer Online, to be honest. So usually it's 6 versus 6 versus 6. As you can see, there's a blue team on the minimap here, but I cannot seem to see or find a blue team at all. My number 5 is an AoE, and my number 4 is a dot, I think. But I do think number 4 should just be a defensive spell, because a lot of classes don't seem to have any defense or, like I say, heal abilities, but it's a very team-oriented game. I suppose you're supposed to play with your friends, and you're supposed to have a designated healer. Oh, so now I'm getting shot at. And you see, there's no real way for me to get out of this situation. It is a 5-on-2, I think it was there, because most of our team ran away, but I don't seem to have any sort of chance to get away, which I don't really like. I'm going to choose a different hero. I did play the chopper before. I don't think it's a chopper, I think it's more like a warrior. I forgot what it was in Warhammer Online, but there you go. I'll play the healer after this as well, so we can get an idea of what the healer does. But as you can see with the engineer before, I could cast and move at the same time. And it's such a relief to be able to do this. It takes a bit of getting used to, because you do generally get used to just having to stand still. As you can see, the bar goes down and the flag will then get captured by green, kind of like a domination style game. But yeah, so far it's a really fun game. Obviously it's still in the beta. I'm not sure if I will get it when it comes out, simply because I'll be playing different games, and I'm not sure when it's coming out, but it might be an interesting one to do. So here we may initiate a team fight, which is quite interesting because we haven't got a healer, and I think they have. Yeah, there's their healer, their warrior priest at the back there. So I'm going to target the healer, if I can. There we go. And I can't remember anything that this does, but I'm pretty sure 4 is a dot, 5 is a knockdown, it looks. 2 is actually a speed boost, so I should be pressing 2. But yeah, basically target down the healer. And now press 2 to speed up to him, and then 4 to apply the thrust. And he's dead. It's always a good idea to take down turrets. I keep pressing 2 for that reason. Because an engineer pretty much doesn't dish out a lot of damage unless his turret's in a decent place, I suppose. I probably will come last. Like I say, I haven't had much time to actually play this game, so I'm saying all these things like I'm a pro, but at the end of the day, I'm not too sure. This is sort of more of first impressions, and I might be doing a lot of things wrong, I might be saying a lot of things wrong, but this is from what, you know, I can make out from the game as I've been playing it, basically, so. Yeah, but at the moment, like I say, it's fun. The number 5 is definitely a knockdown. I'm going to apply pressure on the healer, so. But I'm the only green in this area, so what I'm going to do now is retreat out, and there we go. Orange team managed to win that game, actually. And I probably came, yeah, I've been doing well. Usually I come bottom. I've only played about 3 games so far. But I hope you liked that. It's quite an interesting aspect, really, of combat and how everything's going to work. So you can imagine structured PvP, it will be 5 versus 5. So it's going to be a lot different. That's 6 versus 6 versus 6. So you can sort of see how it's going to work. You definitely have to work as a team. It'd be hard to work in sort of poke groups like that where no one rolls a healer and it's quite hard to win. But overall, I hope that gives you an idea of what sort of moving with combat's going to be like, what having 5 skills is going to be like, and how important it is to work as a team in general for PvP in most games and in a game that I cover. But overall, Warhammer Online, Warth of Heroes, it's a interesting game. I hope it does really, really well. I'm really enjoying it so far. And obviously it's only in the beta, so there's still more to come. I really want a 6 versus 6, because I don't really like the 6 versus 6 versus 6 idea. Because I feel like it's, especially as a team game, it would be better for just one team versus another team. But so far, I give it a big thumbs up. There are other skill types, so if you want to see another map, let me know, and I will show that in full. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this was informative. Sorry if I played rubbish, because it's hard to play and talk at the same time, but I'll see you guys next time.